What's up? What's up? What's happening, Facebook? Man, it is Friday. It is Friday. Let's make it happen, man. I know y'all are happy to reach the weekend. Hell, I am too. I ain't even gonna lie. I like to see y'all happy. So, if you happy that the weekend's here, then great. Drop a 1 in the comments for me. But don't forget to let me know where you're watching from. I like to know where everybody's watching from. I think it's real cool that we can be from anywhere in the world and land right here together, right here on this live, and be able to talk about some real life issues. It's Friday, so as you know, I go earlier on Friday. I usually go between 8 o'clock and 8:15. So here it is, 8:15, and I'm ready to rock, man. I'm gonna wait to see who comes in the room before I get started. We're gonna talk about some things. Why are you being so hard on yourself? Why are you so hard on yourself, man? When you come into the room, just let me know where you're watching from. Share this with your team. Share this with your friends. Something that might help them. Why are you so hard on yourself, man? Let me know what's going on, Gerard. Let me know where you're watching from. I like that. I like the fact that it's cool. It's real cool that we can all be from all over the place, but be right here and talk about some real live issues. What's going on, Umpson? Man, we're gonna get into it, man. Why are you so hard on yourself, man? I want to get into it. Oh, man, just living it up, man. It's Friday, so I figured I'd try to catch some of these people that like to get out early, you know what I'm saying, put a little bug in their ear before they decide to go celebrate their victory. I guess, that victory being that they reached the end of the week. So here we are. I want to make sure I can send them off well before they hit the streets, call their Ubers or call their Lyfts to get them to their drinking stations or wherever they may be where they celebrate their 5-day victory. What's going on, Laura? I'm going to give it just a few more seconds and then I'm going to get right into it, man. I don't like to wait or procrastinate. I do it the same for the replay as I would for the live. So without further ado, man, we're going to get right into it. Why are you so hard on yourself? I put a post on Facebook today. That post on Facebook said, if you hate your job and you haven't found your life's purpose, are you inadvertently punishing yourself? Excuse me. Inadvertently punishing yourself. You doing this by accident. You don't even know that you could be doing this. And I got a lot of people. Some people laugh. Some people, wild face. They were surprised, at the post. But man, that's really an issue right now. Man, there's a lot of people who had these big hopes, these big dreams, big ambitions, especially at a tough time coming out of high school. A lot of people had big, coming out of high school, man, they had these big dreams thinking they would become somebody. What's going on, Zip? How you doing, Vince? How y'all doing, man? Coming out of high school, they had these big dreams. Some of them thought they would be professional football players, professional basketball players, professional athletes, track stars, right? A lot of them had this ambition, had these goals, these drives, and they got shut down after high school. Their first big chance to make something happen, and they got shut down. A lot of us know some of these people, and they took a job to kind of just hide themselves away and just get by, as if their ship just passed them by, and now what they're doing is what they have to do for the rest of their life. I just want to let people know, man, that when you go through things like this, you hide yourself from your blessings. Just because you didn't get to tackle that one blessing that you thought was going to take you to the top doesn't mean that there's not another one out there for you. These ideas are passed around to people who are worthy of these ideas to be able to move forward. People want to start businesses like Zip. Her ambition to get up and start her business and do her thing, that was all her. She didn't let any other, I'm pretty sure she's tried it at other things and has failed, as I have. But that's the difference between a winner and someone who hasn't decided to win yet. We decided to get up and go at it again. You got to get up and go at it again, man. You can't just accept what you feel like was tossed at you. Maybe it just wasn't your goal right then. That wasn't your goal. A lot of people feel like, oh, I didn't make it as a professional football player, or I didn't make it into college as a football player. I have to go work at this plant for the rest of my life. And that's not the way it goes, man. You have to stand up and do a little research and get on your blessing. If you're not making yourself worthy for your blessing, if you're not making, I always call it turning your notifications on. If your notifications aren't on, man, they're not sending that blessing to you because it's already assumed that you're not going to share that blessing properly. Blessings are passed to people for them to share them with others, for others to be able to grow, also for us all to connect as one and do what we should as mankind. And that's the way it should go. But if it's seen that you're not ready to take that blessing and carry it out the way that you're supposed to, you won't get that blessing, bro. You won't get that blessing, sis. I'm telling you, it's not coming. It's going to pass you over and it's going to go to the next person that deserves it. Because we get what we deserve in life, right? We get what we deserve in life. You don't always get what you want. You get what you deserve out of life. That's why people always say, go get what you deserve. So if you're sulking because you, and it's real bad for a lot of people who come out of high school who had really good high school careers, might have pulled something toward attending or anything that knocked them out of that scholarship that they had, that scholarship that they were looking forward to. Knocked them right out of it. They ended up taking some local job and they ended up staying there. You know, one thing I love about what I do is my people allow me to share some of their stories. I don't share their names, but when they allow me to share their stories, I make sure I bring them directly to the universe and put this out, because it's people that are going through this, man. They take a job to hide themselves away. What's going on, April? They take a job to hide themselves away from the embarrassment and from the shame. They are ashamed. They were known for this. Take me, for instance, doing music. Me coming from music to leaving music to come do to eradicate childhood malnutrition. When I first looked at it, I was like, man, am I taking a lesser position? It's like, no, man, you're taking a higher position. And at first I didn't see it. Like, you're taking a higher position. You're stepping off the stage and taking yourself out of the spotlight to go do God's work. You know, to go do the work of the universe, man. You were going to save these children, bro. And you have that passion in your heart to go do it. And so that's what I'm doing. And come to find out, on this journey, I'm coming to help so many people, so many other people outside of the children that I stepped into this to help. I'm starting to help so many people using my life coaching skills to help these people. And I never did it. I never saw it able to be used in the way that it's being used. What's going on, Otenil? That's one of my partners there, Otenil, registered dietitian. We work together closely, helping people with health issues and to eradicate childhood malnutrition. And that just goes to show, from what I thought I was stepping away from something major to something minor, I was stepping into something that would change my life forever, man. Forever. Bigger than stepping on a stage has ever done for me. That feeling that I get when I step on stage is magnified times 1,000 with what I do here. And when you feel that way about something, that's when you know you truly got something. That's when you know you're sticking, and it's going to guide you towards your purpose. It might not be exactly that, but it's going to take you on every turn, down every road, until it gets you to that purpose. And I'm saying this because a lot of people have given up on their dreams and on their hopes. You know, a lot of people they think that it's over. Oh man, I missed my turn. So you mean to tell me you only get one shot in this world? That's all you get. You get all these years and one shot. So you're going to sit there and just take that one shot and lay with that one shot and say that that's what you did. That was your life's purpose, was to go work at a plant, clock in, come home, go to sleep, wake up. No, man, you should have freedom. You should be liberated. You should have everything you deserve. So that means you got to live a life to equate what you want, right? Equate the things that you feel you deserve. You got to have a positive life if you want positive things in your life. If you want positive things in your life, then you got to have positive people in your life. If you want positive people in your life, you got to hang around all the positive places in life. You starting to get where I'm going with this? You have to change it up. You have to take that old robe off and put a new robe on. Those are the rules to this. You have to take the old robe off and put a new robe on if you plan to walk in that light. There is no way possible that you're going to ever be able to do that without changing clothes, changing your paint, changing your course, man. You know, you got to humble yourself and drive to the lane you want to go to. You just can't. It has to be done. It has to be done, man. And we all go through it. You know, we all go through it where we balance out. Is this for me? I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm at the end of my rope. I mean, you're not at the end of your rope. I said it yesterday, man. You get bored. That's because you haven't asked all the right questions. You haven't bumped into all the right people. You know what I mean? You gotta sometimes shut the mind down and listen to the heart for real. That is real. There's so much going on in the mind. The mind is just like a record player, man, just like a tape recorder. It loves to record things and play them over and over again, over and over again. To say, I think fear holds me back from living my full potential. Fear holds a lot of people back from living their full potential. It's false evidence appearing real. The fact that you don't know the outcome of something is what drives you insane, drives you crazy, keeps you from stepping outside of that box. See, the thing about the box is we know what's in the box, so we stay there because it's comfortable. We know not too much is going to come inside this box besides what we know that's already here. Not too much can be pulled out of this box, so I know that I have a place in this box. But what people fail to realize about that box is that there is so much more room outside the box. Why wouldn't you want to live outside that box and be able to create as much as you want? We are creators in this world, you know, but a lot of people like to like to put it in a sense of submission and want to be controlled. People got to understand the difference between sacrifice and submission, because I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, I'm doing this for right now. I'm doing this for right now because I have to, because this, and that." And really, it's not they look at it like it's a sacrifice. You're submitting. That's full submission. That's giving up. You have to do this because, and I hear the kids' excuse, because I have kids, I have to do. Come on, man. I know people who got kids on the house, run a business, 3 dogs, and they find time to better themselves. You know, you always have time for yourself. The biggest deception, the biggest trick in the world is to fool people that they don't have time for themselves. You know, you're working. You all think about it. Even the term "go to work," you're working for who? People ask you, so who do you work for? Does that not make you feel some type of way that you don't have any drive towards your own ownership in that? Can you see any ownership coming out of the job that you're working now? Do you have a plan B? You should have a plan B, man. You should have something rolling. Everybody has an idea. Everybody has an idea. The problem is people don't trust their own ideas. They think they're so far-fetched and crazy that they can never come true, that they can never be possible. Why? Because you thought you were supposed to be a professional athlete. You thought you were supposed to be, you thought you were supposed to be Barry Bonds or Michael Jordan. You thought that's who you were supposed to be. Well, I got news for you. Michael Jordan was already created and made and has done his thing. What are you going to do? When are you? That's the thing about my culture, our black people that I hate that is thrown at us the most is we learn how to line up behind a line of scrimmage before we learn how to read a book. You know, you got little toddlers running around with footballs before they even know what a book is. And you know why that is? Because they put it in your mind so tough that talent is the way to go. That talent beats out anything. That's a lie. That's bullshit. I'm here to tell you that now. Tap into your intelligence, man, and it's to have you thinking as soon as you see that a black man running a football, you know that hey, that's what you're supposed to be doing. That's what you can excel in the most. So you never even think to tap into your intelligence. You leave your intelligence out from the first time you see everybody cheering for that black kid running across the end zone, running across the goal line. You feel what I'm saying? And you want to be that person. We only saw one doctor, and that was Dr. Huxtable. So I mean, you see where I'm going with this? You gotta tap into your intelligence. There's no way that every black kid was supposed to play football. You feel what I'm saying? So that's not the case. Every black kid wasn't supposed to be an athlete. You know, yeah, of course we are built differently, of course, but real talk, that wasn't, man. Intelligence plays a huge part. You have to tap into it, man. It is not something that, it's not a talent, man. Intelligence is not a talent. So quit thinking that. People think, oh, he's smarter than me. I can't do this. Man, come on, that's a bunch of bull. It's a bunch of bull. Tap into your intelligence. You feel me? Maybe he started with a book instead of a football. Get with the program. Or get away from the program. What's going on, Shatara? How you doing? Man, I'm gonna get right back. Let me get back to it, man. I kind of strolled off a little bit, but that's how it is. It's Friday, so I want to make sure I give everybody what's fresh on Friday, and it's got to be fresh off of my mental when I give it. I just know I dropped that post today, and I know a lot of people did laugh. You know, and it is kind of funny because the way I put it, I wanted to see where everybody's head was at on it. You know, what were you thinking when I said that? You know, you haven't found your purpose, or you hate your job, you know, or are you punishing yourself? A lot of people are punishing themselves and don't even realize they're punishing themselves. Put themselves in a job that they actually have more skill for. They overqualify for the job. But they put themselves in the job because they know that they won't get cashed out of it. They know that they won't get pushed away from it. So they know that they have something, right? So that's the thing. People have to actually look at it in a whole different light, man. Just because you missed that ship doesn't mean that you can't set sail, man. It's still a way for you to make things happen. But if you don't turn your notifications on and catch your blessings, then you'll never get them. I'm sorry. They'll never show up. They'll never show up. You only get in life what you deserve. You only get in life what you deserve. Remember that. So if you live in a life of negativity, then you're going to get negative things in life. If you're always casting negativity out, then that's what you're going to get back in life. It's easy. It's as simple. They try to make it seem complicated, but it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. You can't tell me. I dare you. I dare you to do 7 whole days of all positivity, no matter how much it hurts you. No matter how much it hurts you to push all positivity for 7 whole days, and watch what comes in your life. Watch what manifests in your life. Watch what type of people start coming around you in your life. When you started to think about changing your life, you started finding all kind of avenues for you to be able to do that, because you were thinking about changing your life. You were thinking about something that could better your situation. But you know what always comes with that also? Doubt. It's going to be there. Negative and positives go together, remember that. So just because you had this grand idea and this doubt popped up doesn't mean that you shouldn't pursue it. That just means you're human. Keep living, baby. I mean, keep living. You're going to have doubt. That comes with it. That's a part of it. You know what I mean? You got to have the negative and the positive to make it buzz properly. So don't beat yourself up for what you've done. Accept it. Look at it as lessons. Look at what you learned in it. Don't downplay the lesson that you learned in it. Some people like to cast it away as, oh man, I was supposed to be, man, I went to school for 3 years and I didn't become whatever the hell they wanted to become. And so they go take a less than job because they feel like, oh, I can hold on to this and I'll never be touched. No, man, you're supposed to strive for better. You mean to tell me you just went through all of that to get to greatness? You miss greatness, so you just go to good? You don't even go to great? Like, I mean, come on, man. There's more to it than that. There's more to it than that. Don't beat yourself up. Nobody's really looking into your life that much. I promise you, we have problems too. Nobody's looking at your life that seriously. Nobody is. Nobody's paying that much attention to you. And the ones that are paying attention to you like that are the ones you should not even be worried about. Those are the haters that you always want to talk about on Facebook. Haters always this, haters always that. When I see people post about their haters, I delete them. Like, I feel sorry for the people No, I don't. I take that back. I deleted some people this week, man. And it's not just, I'm not one of those anal people that's just on the first negative thing you say, I delete you. No, I actually look at your timeline and see how negative you are. And if I can't help you right now, like if you're just flat out crazily negative, I'm still going through some things myself. So I don't need to see that type of negative content, you know? Like, it's crazy. I'll try to pitch it to you and let you understand what it's doing to you on a daily. But if you can't grasp it and get it, if you're not understanding that your life is affected by you first, if you haven't realized that by what you say to yourself, by what you look in the mirror and say to yourself starts your day, do you not realize that? You can do everything possible to set your day right. How many of you actually, when you get up in the morning, do you make your bed? Drop a 1 in the comments if you make your bed when you get up in the morning. I really want to know. I actually want to see. How many of you make your bed when you get up in the morning and leave? And be honest, because I want to tell you what this represents and what this can do for you. Do you make your bed when you get up in the morning to take off and go to work or whatever you're going to do? Let me see. I want to see some ones in the comments. Can you make your bed? Okay, Carrie Ann makes her bed. China makes, okay. Okay, good. Good, man. I'm going to tell you right now. Making your bed in the morning is more important than you could ever know. Making your bed in the morning is your very first accomplishment. The first thing you do in the morning is accomplish something. That's what you should do. Get up with time to accomplish something. So now that you know that this is your first accomplishment, you make time for this accomplishment. And you know what this is gonna set forth in your life? It's gonna start making you set time for your accomplishments. So you wake up in the morning, you make your bed. That's your first accomplishment. No matter what kind of day you have, no matter what goes on in your day, you know what happens when you get home? You get to come look at your very first accomplishment. And you don't go to sleep feeling unaccomplished. Then you remember that you need to start making time for your accomplishments. That's what you have to do, man. You have to make time for your accomplishments. You have to turn your notifications on for your blessings. You have to. Organization is key. Organization in your home is key. You can be the sharpest tack in the box. I'm telling you, the sharpest tack in the box. But if you can't bring the rest of the tacks home for them to chill, because I'm telling you, man, your house has to be tip top. You have to be organized. Sometimes it gets crazy. Sometimes you have to create a little chaos because, you know, that's just a sign. That's just a sign of movement. Sometimes it does. But you have to get in the routine of organizing yourself. Staying organized. That's key to leadership. A real leader, a real true leader is an organized leader. A real true leader is an organized leader. So make sure that you're organized, man. And that comes down to it, making time for your accomplishments. You know, man, I'm not going to hold you all too much, man. I know you probably want to get out and celebrate your victory. You made it 5 days strong. Hooray. So I'm going to let you guys get to your party or whatever it is that you do. Me, myself, I still got 33 more days before I even take a vacation where I'll still be actually working on my vacation because I work from wherever I want anyhow. But I'm doing 34 more days. 34, is it 34? 33 more days, I'm sorry. 33 more days with this, man. So I won't be out. So you can miss me. But you can catch me at the bank ASAP, 9 a.m. But y'all be happy. Stay healthy, stay humble. Remember, whole food nutrition is the way. Check in with me tomorrow. I'm going to have Lisa Davino on with me. We're going to be talking about whole food nutrition, whole food solutions. So for all of you who are looking to eat healthy, love to eat healthy, man, definitely check in with me tomorrow. We're going to go tip the top with it, man, with some ancient Chinese medicine also. So, boom. Let's rock, y'all. Hold it down. Be safe tonight. Peace.